All right, Beth, as we're sitting here today, and you know, you're a senior and the only senior on the team, and are you kind of wondering like where the last 4 years have gone?
Yeah, of course. I mean, everybody said it would go by really fast, but I had no idea it would go by this fast. I mean, just with school and playing and traveling, it goes by really fast, and it's so much fun that you don't even realize where time's gone.
Talk about the combining like golf and school, and I know that, you know, what's required of that and time management and stuff, and just how hectic that can be.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about your time management and just planning it all out, making sure all your homework's done. One of my big things is I don't do any homework on the road, so I try and get everything done before we leave. That way I can go out and have fun and focus on golf while I'm at all my tournaments. So.
And I would say that you're probably a little bit different than, you're going to have your master's in 4 years.
Correct.
And did you plan on that when you entered school as a freshman, or how did that come about?
I always knew that I wanted to graduate in 4 years, and that was one of my goals. I just wanted in and out kind of thing. And it was actually the last semester of my junior year, so the spring semester, I really started looking into the MBA program and what it all took, and I realized that I could waive my GMAT or GRE, and also I could waive a lot of hours to make it a lot shorter program. So at that point I decided to graduate over the summer and get my MBA.
And what's your MBA in?
It's in business administration and concentrated in organizational behavior and human resources.
Okay. I understand that you already have a job lined up?
I do,
yeah.
Yes.
And what is that?
I'm going to be working as an assistant manager for Sherwin-Williams.
Okay, that's here in town?
That is, yep.
Okay,
yep.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And with the, how you juggle, you talked about golf and school. Was it your junior year? Did you actually take 21 hours?
I did. The spring semester my junior year. Unfortunately, I wasn't playing much because of my back, but at that point I decided to load up a little bit more, and I took 21 hours the spring semester and then 19 during the summer to graduate.
Oh my goodness, very good. I know that family is very, very important to you, and all you have to do is look at your Facebook posts and stuff, and you know that.
Yep.
And I know that and your mom and dad have been to a lot of your tournaments. Just,
they have.
You know, how important are they to you?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so good to have them out there supporting, and they know the game too. I mean, they're the reason I play it. So having them come and watch and support, they understand why I do what I do, or why on Golf Stat sometimes they're thinking, what's she doing? So it's good to have everybody out there, I mean all parents, because they really understand the type of course we're playing and how hard they are, and what we're doing out there. So it's really fun to have them out there supporting, and also to spend time with them.
And just tell everybody too about how you came to acquire your automobile, which is a 2001 Volvo. I think it's kind of a neat story, so if you would explain that.
Yeah, it was probably my sophomore or junior year of high school, and we were all sitting at the dinner table, and my dad decided to make a bet with us that if we shot 3 under par better during a tournament, that he would buy us a new car. And so that stuck with me, and I'd actually just turned 16. I had only been 16 for probably 4 months, and I was at a tournament and the putts were falling, and I was making birdies and eagles, and it was on I think the 15th hole. I had just made an eagle, and my mom looked at me and she's like, "You got this, you're fine." And so that was kind of the end of it, and I ended up telling my group. We had to wait on the last hole, and it was a par 3, and I told my group what kind of was at stake, and it was so awesome to hear him cheer me on, and I ended up parring the last hole, and that's how
Well, what'd you shoot?
I won. I shot 66.
Oh man, okay.
So
Okay.
it was on a par 72, so
Okay.
it was, I mean, that day the putts were just falling, and it was awesome.
And how soon did you get the car?
My mom and my brother actually worked at a dealership for a high school internship, and my mom and I went and saw him right away and showed him my scorecard, and he just couldn't believe it. But it probably took a few weeks before I actually found the car I wanted.
And your dad's reaction, he was happy or mixed emotions?
He was. I mean, my dad's extremely smart and an extremely smart businessman, so he knew that if I shot that score, I would get a full ride scholarship. And so I'm pretty sure the car was less than my education, especially with me receiving my master's. So it was a smart choice on his part.
Very good. So as we look to the Mountain West Championships this week, just talk about as a senior and going into this tournament, at least your last conference championship. Right. As a senior, and how do you get the rest of the team, pumped up for hopefully your best performance of the year?
Yeah, I mean, conference is always so much fun. There's so much to look forward to, and also playing the course where they play the Kraft Nabisco is it's an honor, really. And so, I mean, I just want everybody to have fun and to not worry about the outcome, because as soon as you start to do that, that's kind of when your game tends to fall apart. So we just need to go out there and have fun, and it's just a normal tournament. So we just need to have a good time and play hard and see what happens.
Okay. And finally, just you have actually been on that course before. I don't know if you played it, but you've certainly been around it.
Right.
And it was when Jody Ewart, the former Lobo, was at the Kraft Nabisco, one of the majors on the LPGA, and just and talk about how you came to go to that tournament. I think it was earlier this month.
Right. Well, we were watching Jody online, a former Lobo player and I, Jordan Kinnan, and she was just playing unbelievable. She was leading after the first day, and so we decided it would be fun to road trip it and go down there and watch it. And I also knew that I was playing conference there, so we spent a long time driving for a couple days of golf, but it was so much fun to watch her and also to see the course. It's a good advantage to walk it and see how the pros play it. And what's going to be most important for us is hitting it in the fairway, especially off our tee shot. It's pretty tight, but if we can do that, I mean, we should have short irons into the greens, and it'll be a big advantage for us to just to have those few little tips, and also to have Jody here the week after just to kind of talk to us about the course and what it's like and what we need to do to perform well there.
Okay. Beth, good luck this week.
Thank you very much.